Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful map, for sure, but it damn well is hard. It is Eichenwald, or Eichenwald, depending where you are in the world, I guess.
We can go through this again.
I mean, we live in Germany, so we've been told the proper way.
Eichenwald,
Yeah.
if you really want to go for that one. But then everyone has their dialect. It doesn't matter. It's a big old castle. It's a damn long stretch and a big uphill battle for attacking teams.
And there's a hell of a lot of choke points for them to get through. Now, of course, the first one, got to get that payload captured to begin with. Jason, what are you seeing from the teams, other than the standard?
Well, Lunatic High is pretty different than the standard at the moment.
We'll see whether they stick with it, though.
Yeah, that's my question, right, is are they going to potentially stick for it? Because Miro, have we seen him play a hit scan hero ever? I can't remember ever seeing that. I mean, we see him play Winston, right? We don't have to aim.
Yes, yeah. Yesterday he was hovering McCree in lobby, in the spawn on this particular map.
It's probably just like, I can aim. You may have seen my Winston. I can aim.
It's like, Miro, sorry, mate, it's not actually the same.
But for LW Red, like, we haven't seen many teams actually defending the choke that often in recent times. Like, they like to hold back towards point, but I think with the kind of comp they have here, with Nanahana definitely, and with Sabiobi having the Roadhog, they want to look for two different avenues of picks. With a wall to split them off to kill someone, and also with the Roadhog hook to come through to give them that man advantage.
Well, blow me down. Toby's going to be back on that Tracer here as well, so this is fascinating. It's a single support, triple tank, May, and of course we're seeing the Tracer in the mix here for Lunatic High. Very interesting. Toby can get around behind them, and Eska obviously has a wall of his own now, and a potential Blizzard coming out if needed. But Miro going to open things off. That's a great start to find Luna beginning.
I would say some hot May-on-May action, but it's kind of cold, really, at the end of the day. But Toby does manage to get Nanahana down. Toby just putting the damage down. Eska comes in. Janiso around the side. Oh, brilliant. Earthshatter catches him out just as you thought. Lunatic High might have stolen advantage. Janice says no.
Yeah, but can we respect the fact that Jonas had Earthshatter up within the first 40 seconds of the game?
Insane.
That was ridiculous.
And he got like a 2 or 3 man. He got like 3 kills in that last part of the fight.
I mean, and there was even a div on the other team to actually mitigate his fire strike, so he was swinging away like crazy. That was insane. That was honestly phenomenal. If you look at Miro, 43% built up. But nonetheless, Miro did hit the charge onto Luna to actually give him that first initial kill. And these Maywells, I don't know what the heck's going on, but they're not hitting the right spots.
Yeah, or at least they're used to be using the block line of sight.
Well, Dean already taken down by Sabiobi. That's going to be the hook coming through. We can talk about Dean on this Ana once again. It's a role switch that seems to work on attack. I don't know, Jaehong and Dean making these switches, but at the moment, it seems to be struggling for them. 2 minutes 30 to go.
Yeah, so key ultimates are pretty much ready to go. We've just got Nano Boost and the Self-Destruct online here. And of course, Pulse Bomb going to be thrown into the mix here for Toby now. Doesn't really get anything with it. Dean does have an Nano Boost of his own, but you can see what Toby's trying to do. Split some focus here on the side of LW Red, but can he dictate enough attention? Can he draw them over his way? Maybe not now with the sound barrier down.
Sound barrier comes in, Janice gets Eska down, Dean's already picked off as well. Toby just trying to make himself a nuisance. Nanahana finally being picked up by Miro along with Gambler, so it's a pretty even exchange, but Lunatic High, of course, got a long way to go for those reinforcements and still yet to get themselves a marker on the board.
I'm really confused actually what Lunatic High are doing, because they're not really attacking altogether. They're kind of attacking in different kind of avenues. Yeah, don't worry about this too much, because LW Red are just trying to regroup so they can't get picked off, since they did lose quite a few people. They're going to get back on the point to contest it, but it's going to be a little bit tougher to do so, but the Self-Destruct has come out of Mecco.
That's not really the hook you want to see there, is it? The Blizzard comes down, but the damage is done already. Now, Eska manages to get himself one. The hook comes in. Sabiobi just flies in there and runs straight back out the back door. Janice once again picks himself up another double kill. I seem to be saying this quite a lot, Mitch, as this fight tethers out.
Yeah, double Blizzard used up on that point there, and Janice had a lot of room to breathe. Sabiobi going to get the hook, but Janice finds Toby there as well. And hey, if you're driving a lot of that ultimate percent in towards your Reinhardt, it's probably a bonus in the long run. He has another Earthshatter ready to go in the next fight. But again, Lunatic High, they only really matched ultimates there. They didn't have a distinct ult advantage, or it didn't manifest now. We saw a bit of a Venn diagram of Blizzards.
It's just, I don't even feel like ult advantage is really offering too much, because both these teams are really working around these picks. I feel like we're seeing these hooks come in and kills, and or Reinhardt's hitting charges that give you the man advantage off the bat. Yeah, we did see Eska there. He popped the Blizzard on top of the payload, trying to give them the opportunity to capture here. Nanahana is just trying to wait to put this wall down so he can buy some time for his team, but it doesn't seem like anyone's going to really be able to capitalize off of this. And now Lunatic High, they have the Pulse Bomb. I think they're hoping Toby hits this onto Luna, tries to get onto the supports, because that gives them such a huge advantage.
Earthshatter doesn't go through. He gets shielded out there. The self-destruct and launched in, but that nets himself nothing. Luna did get picked off by the charge of Miro. Tajan fights Sabiobi, and suddenly Lunatic High starting to pick up kill after kill, and this is going in their favor. Tajan does get frozen up, but it doesn't matter. Miro's there to support him. coming around the side. Janus goes down, and it looks like Lunatic High are going to finally cap out that point.
Yeah, I mean, Jason made a very good point as well. These two teams are very pick-oriented. It's not really so much about the hack and slash there, and that's what happened. We saw the picks in favor of Lunatic High at the start of that fight there. And then once they had even a small man advantage with such a tanky lineup, they can snowball that through, especially with a Tracer hanging as a loose end.
So this is where I wonder if LW are going to change things up, because we can see them hold up close and personal with Nanahana playing the Mei. He's got the Blizzard, so why not go for it? We also see them be able to hold with a Soldier on the high ground. And Lunatic High, all they really have is Jaehong to be the man to disrupt that high ground control. Hoping for Tasia to hit a hook in this situation is a little bit too much of an ask. And now, he's going to get caught out here. Miro doesn't really have support just yet.
Well, 2 minutes to go. Blizzard's already gone down around the side there. That's coming out from Lunatic High, but unfortunately, Eska's been picked off. He managed to get straight taken down. Salviobi comes in, and this is looking very good for LW Red at the moment, but Nanohana did manage to get his ulti off before getting picked off there. Miro comes through. The self-destruct only finds Tasia, and now it's a real advantage for Lunatic High because LW Red, they made the drop down, and it's backfired on them. It just didn't work.
And that clean up here for Ruji Hong, just chasing down as he has to on towards Gambler. Smart play by Lunatic High though. They saw that LW Red were engaging, dropping down off the top. They threw themselves a bit of a prophylactic blizzard down there, and to receive that push, they actually put it behind the wall, but as soon as they saw the wall, they're like, okay, if they come too far forward, they're going to be frozen.
So that was actually Eska's, because I was looking, I thought that was Nanahana's as well, but he still got his up, and he actually just used it as well. And it seems like both teams, with the current comps they have, it's just kind of hoping the other team switches things off, because we're not having a single soldier being played.
Another Earthshatter going through, not finding its mark. This time Tasia gets the hook up, but he will get taken down by Miko. Did get the hog ready and waiting to go around the side there, but he has the support. Now Jaehong going looking for the kill, just trying to duke it out, duking exactly what he can do. You're not going to be able to get away from this one, Luna, no chance.
He cancelled the sleep dart perfectly. He actually dropped his defense matrix for a little while to bait the sleep dart, brought it back up, finished off the kill, and now Lunatic High are on a roll. They've got a whole hog, they've got a self-destruct, they've got a sound barrier, and Eska's not far away from a blizzard.
Self-destruct's really deadly here too, because if you can charge onto Miro to drop that shield, there's nothing they're going to do to prevent this one from doing damage. The hook's going to come through, and Ruji Hong is just waiting. He's waiting for his opportunity to use it.
Standing there.
No, it's just like, I'm just going to do it right here. It's like you got, he still got 3 with it. Oh my god. That is tragic to watch.
How telegraphed can it possibly be? He didn't even fire. He sat on the payload and was looking for an opportune moment. He may as well have just, sent a strongly worded letter. I'm about to self-destruct.
So what that was, which you saw Janus was on the other side, and all the supports came around the right, so there's no shield for them. And then he's like, oh, yeah, we've just come around the wall.
They weren't grouped behind the shield.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is, if you all go from the same direction, you're going to get taken down.
Yeah,
you're actually forced out.
So it was a wise move.
You have to go from splits, but it's just kind of like you have to walk into that. You have to contest. But another blizzard coming through, and Nanahana, I think, going to get frozen up.
Yeah, Toby's going to get Gambler down. You see the hammer swinging between Janus there and Miro. It's going to be, in the end, Lunatic High that will come out on top. Tasia finds Nanahana with the hook, gets him towards there. Miro got the Earthshatter ready and waiting to go, but just doesn't need it, use it. And more importantly, look at the payload position. We're almost at the corner, and the ult advantage is stacking in Lunatic High's favor.
And that wall placement there was really nice from Eska. That forces a few of LW players around. And again, they have to pinch this. They have to split, which is advantageous, and it can help you survive against an Earthshatter. But Miro's going to bring the hammer down in a second. It's going to be very hard to adapt to. There it comes in. Doesn't actually catch all the intended targets, but still, nano-boosted Sabiobi was knocked on his rear end on that Reaper. Not able to do much, but the sound barrier here protects LW Red from the follow-up damage.
Yeah, they back away from it, just respect it. They get themselves healed up. So no damage done really from Lunatic High other than backing away from the payload. It gives them that time. Janus though gets himself the Earthshatter ready and waiting to go. There's a couple that have missed, but that one connected. Gets himself a quick double off the back of it. The Lunatic High are sent packing.
I love that play actually, because what Gambler did to assist Janus was call out when you want the speed boost. I'm going to boost you around that corner when they don't see you coming. Run directly behind Miro, so there's no chance he could block it with a shield and catch out a great Earthshatter. They're going to keep Jaehong here. I mean, they want to delay as long as they possibly can, right?
So some warm milk and honey for you, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, they delay him, and with only 5 seconds left to go, you pretty much don't have now a D.Va going to be here for this last attack.
Yeah, that's going to be simply all she wrote. They're not going to be able to touch it. Tasia tried to get around the side there, but honestly, when we were looking at almost overtime for the very first point to be captured to get that payload moving in the first place, I think Lunatic High can probably be happy with the position they reached in the end.
Yeah, it was a good recovery from them as well. They played the second phase exceedingly well, and it was all, in my opinion, what got them running was that preemptive blizzard used by Eska, expecting an engagement. They gained a lot of ground off that one, and it took a long time for LW Red to sort of readapt there, but Janus hit a absolutely titanic Earth Shatter there pushing up. That was what pushed them away. It was like a 3-4-man Earth Shatter, and the follow-up there was there for all to see. Just before that, it was an Earth Shatter coming from Lunatic High, but the sound barrier was well timed to keep LW Red topped up.
I'm actually really sad to not see like Soldier being played in that second phase when you have the ability to sit on the high ground and just pummel them from that position. But it seems like both teams just kind of like what I was saying before, like, yeah, you're running a Mei, so we'll run a Mei. And you're not switching off at all to go for Soldiers, so we'll stick to what we have in the meantime here. Looking for LW Red, though, on the attack this time. It looks like they want to go for that aggressive composition, at least for now. Obviously, they can switch things up. But Lunatic High, well, they're switching things themselves.
Back to normal, like we saw in the first game.
And look, when Rujihong and Dean are playing the same roles that they would have, like, so Rujihong would be playing the D.Va and Dean probably playing the Ana in this case. It's possible that Jaehong's not feeling great on D.Va today. That could be the issue because whenever we are seeing D.Va picked here for Lunatic High, Jaehong is playing that Ana. I'm not really sure why he'd feel that way because I think yesterday he was quite poked.
I think it goes back to what we said before in the first one when they're playing defensively with Jaehong on Ana, is the Genji. Be careful of the Genji. Jaehong has had so much experience dealing with Tvik, dealing with Arhan, dealing with the best Genjis of the world, to be able to sleep dart them, to be able to sustain against them, and also be able to poke them out to actually prevent them from engaging on you. So maybe it's a comfort thing. Put Jaehong on the Ana, deal with Nanohana, who ideally will still be sticking to this Genji here. And that's what we're going to look. Can Nanohana be successful when Jaehong is now playing the Ana?
Well, we saw Dean quite often getting picked off on the Ana yesterday, so I wonder if maybe that's anything to do with it. Maybe they just had this talk overnight and figured out, okay, this is the adjustment, but either way, let's see how it works out. Nanohana on that Genji. We'll see how offensive he can be, of course. He can just climb straight over that wall. That wall's not going to be doing any problems for him, but there's still no kills going down at the moment. They're going to try and trade. Now they're going to push in around the side.
Yeah, a lot of aggression, and Eska just having to jockey back, having already used his wall. Now the second one comes up, and Nanohana just climbs up, but there is a Zenyatta in the mix here, and Meko and Nanohana doing work. This is what Nanohana can be trusted to do. This is why he is one of the secret weapons of this team, and with Sabiolbe with him now, that dive comp working out beautifully, backed up by Luna, giving healing, and Discord orbs when required.
And this is a real problem for Lunatic High, because that was a very fast first cap. Lunatic High did it in just about overtime, so they could give them a massive amount of time for LW Red to push on finish.
And to go on the idea of what we're talking about with Jaehong playing the Ana, I feel like it comes down to the attacking versus defending, where when you're attacking as an Ana, you can sit back and just heal your team, right? There's no pressure towards you, but when you're defending, they're going to be in your face, and you have to be able to deal with that high-pressure situation, which I think we've seen Jaehong over the past few months deal with exceptionally well. But like you said, LW Red took the first point extremely quickly. Nanohana is getting really close to his Dragon Blade, and Sabiolbe on the Tracer, finally being able to play the Tracer, which we wanted to see this whole series, has his pulse bomb ready to go, but didn't really connect on anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, the pulse bomb didn't connect, but it's more impressive that they are in that position already. So the normal choke point that you see as they try and push through that doorway is not there at the moment, because they've got the Genji, they've got the Winston, they've got the Tracer, all up on the barricades, or whatever you want to call them. I can't remember the name of it for some reason. The battlements, there we go, that's the word.
Ramparts.
The ramparts, either way, if you want to go pull out the medieval, but
they don't have a Reinhardt, so they have nothing to stop a self-destruct, and that's where Meko can really start to excel here. They have to hope that Miro's going to be able to get his shield in time, and Eska, well, you got picked off from long range.
Yeah.
Shuriken's making the job happen there. Nanohana has another Dragon Blade, and that's really what broke that point open or helped him on that push earlier on here. He's going to be sitting on it for now, and yes, you're right, they obviously are susceptible to that self-destruct, but they've got a lot of mobility to avoid it, and Nanohana as well is just making an easy time of this one here. Back and forth.
This is a really messy defense from Lunatic High. They're coming one by one. They're just trickling through, and okay, self-destruct's going to go through. He might be able to catch one with it, which will be Gambler, but that's about it.
How did he die of all things? How did Lucio die
of all things? He just got caught. Someone in chat typing 20 tick. Sad face. But yeah, most of LW can avoid that, but here comes the Dragon Blade now, going straight in, and Nanobus was used there on one of the tanks, maybe even Dean, I think, and Nanohana's out of position, but he's okay with this.
The payload's still moving!
Lunatic High not really in a position now. They need to get addressing on towards this one, dropping down, try and do something about it. Transcendence comes in here as well, while the self-destruct, and LW Red are pulling out all the stops here. Yeah,
Lunatic's highest defense is just absolutely a shambles right now. They just seem to be focusing on, I don't know whether they're focused on kills or what, but LW Red were just pushing that payload through while they tried to fight up on hill. Now finally they've cleared them off. Now they have themselves a hold at last, but boy, it's took them a time to get this thing going, wrestling that payload.
I mean, Lunatic High, in terms of like comps, don't really have that bad of a composition, because they have the ability with Miro and Dean to get onto the high ground, to get on the low ground extremely quickly. They can transition between these different heights and these verticalities to get in the faces of LW Red. You have Eska who can run around and get on high position if he needs to, obviously be protected by the tanks up there, or sit on the low ground, be protected by Taejun and Jaehong.
It's the same setup as their Gibraltar second stage composition inside the hangar, giving them the ability to transition between those levels quickly.
Well, we're finally seeing the change that you were hoping to see in the last push from Lunatic High. The double Soldier 76 in there. Eska this time coming out on top against Nanohana. He's forced down. Jaehong was the one that picked up the kill in the end. And now LW Red, how are they going to adjust? They've already put out Zenyatta, so they've made a couple of changes already. But Eska is doing some serious work that they're going to have to consider.
Yeah, so Luna on the Zenyatta, like, we don't really see too much Zen lately. We sort of see it come back a little bit more because the Discord Orb shreds through these tanks. I think it's mostly just for Miro and Taejun. Like, they're big, beefy targets that don't have really a shield necessarily just hide behind and stay safe with. And you have Dean, who's you're really hoping for like the defense matrix, but even him is really susceptible to the Discord Orb.
It's a core component to a very aggressive dive comp as well, because you can give that extra bit of healing to a particular player, perhaps your Genji going forward, and you can also help your team just bash down the front door. But now Sabiobi tempted a pulse bomb here, doesn't find anything.
Oh, I thought he could try and sneak around the back there, try a little ninja move, but it's not able to be for him. Miko does manage to find Dean, so straight up Diva on Diva action there. Eska trying to run away, trying to get out of there, and you can see TAC-5's already waiting from Nanohana, but he doesn't need it. The rest of his team have got into good position. Oh, that was well read, that dive. Just sidestepped it, little swerve. Now Taejun comes around the backside, gets himself a whole hog off, tries to switch to Sabiobi, but nope, denied. And Genes just says, no, the payload's going to roll on through.
Yeah, and I mean, the transcendence is all good and fun, but the thing is, you can still be bursted through that. You can still die to a Rodon hook and a shot right in your face, but Lunatic High now, with about 3 minutes of time on the board to push through this final area. Keep in mind, they don't really need to finish the map, but they have to get damn close to it. 64.63 meters, and Sabiobi, he's looking for blood. He's even using the pulse bomb. I didn't expect him to commit that into this because they're not really going to get that much distance because no one's on the payload.
They want to keep going aggressive here as well. Keep coming forward, chomping at the bit that at least the pulse bomb did connect on towards Lee Taejun now. James denied. There's no escape for that man. The wall comes up, and the two-faced villain won't make it home.
That's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. He tried to charge away. I wasn't sure whether they were trying to commit to just keep them stuck at the double doors, which can often be the case, but it wasn't this time around. Eska, really a long way away from where he needs to be at the moment. He's just trying to keep them away at the spawn point.
He's trying to build 0% here,
yeah,
and he's trying to make it so they have this blizzard when they do finally push to the doorway, but LW Red's smart enough. When they did get aggressive, they didn't push the payload because they didn't want the door to close. They didn't want that metal door to come down and cut off the avenues of attack that they can really go for.
And they want Blizzard first, remember, because that feeds ultimate percentage to your teammates. Like a Reinhardt can get easy ultimate percentage if there's a Blizzard down. He can get a lot of easy, free, and safe damage with the hammer.
Well, good ults for both sides at the moment. The hook is a swing and a miss, doesn't quite catch his target. They're going to force him away. You can see the Earth Shatter ready waiting to go. We've already seen some big ones. That Earth Shatter doesn't connect coming out from LW Red. So Janus not able to find his. Miro doesn't really get his down connecting either. Janus tries to respond. There's going to be the sound barrier coming down, and this is an absolute catastrophe of a fight.
Yeah, Janus having to back away here. Bite grenade jumped on his head, and Meko up on top of the payload here. LW Red now starting to wake up here with a bit of alacrity, moving forward. And an attempt for Miro, he was way out of position. Nothing he could do there. And LW Red going to be sailing forward. And Lunatic High may not even have a chance. It's Eska with the Blizzard. That's the gambit.
Throw the Blizzard.
Oh,
no! He got picked off! He got the Blizzard off. No, he didn't. That was a Nanohana's Blizzard going down. It keeps Dean alive. He manages to get on there, but he will get desuited. Now, anybody needs to touch this payload as quick as possible. The Tracer comes in. You can see Miro in a last-ditch effort tries to throw himself forward, but the whole hog will push him away. And LW Red will take map number 2. Icon Ball will go their way. We're in a tie game.
That kill on Eska, that's the only ultimate they had. He had to worry about a Roadhog hooking him. He has to worry about Defense Matrix eating his Blizzard. And he tries to run in, looks at the ground to try to throw it down, but gets picked up before he even has the opportunity to do that. And they lose the potential to stall that one out. LW Red, they've come to play here. We're tied up at 1-1 in the series. And honestly, the flexibility of both teams, the main plays we see, the Soldiers, the Genjis, the Tracers, everything coming out shows that both teams are not holding back.
And this is one of those situations in Overwatch where there's mere millimeters between victory and defeat. Either they get that point or they miss it. Win or lose. There's no draw situation there. And if that Blizzard came out from Eska, it's justifiable to think that Lunatic High would have been up 2-0 right now.
What a fantastic game we have on our hands here. Lijiang Tower will be the following map, but of course we're going to have a small break before then. But guys, let's have a bit of a takeaway from the first 2 maps we've seen here.
I think for me, personally, fundamentally, mechanically, these two teams are birds of a feather. They are on the same level, in my opinion. It's going to come down to their compositions and their setups and making sure they don't get scattered and giving themselves some time to actually get some good vantage points over the next parts of these defenses.
It's just really nice to see the flexibility of both teams in particular. You're seeing Jae Hong playing on Ana, but he also plays on Diva, and Dean being able to flex around as well, and even Toby, seeing him playing Tracer.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back after the break. It's going to be Li Jiang Tower. See you in a few.